Yes, just now we have discussed about an angle. An angle means what? If two rays are having same initial point, then that forms an angle. Here, angle AOB, which is formed by the two rays, which are OA ray and OB ray. So, these two rays are called as an arms of this angle. And at what point an angle is formed? Here, this point, this angle is formed at point O. This point O is called the vertex of this angle, and this angle can be represented in two ways, by using one symbol notation and also by using three symbol notation. If you want to represent this an angle in three symbol notation, then we can represent this angle in the three symbol notation by taking the vertex in the middle and remaining 2 points on either side, like angle AOB or angle BOA. In the same manner, if you want to represent an angle in one symbol notation, we can represent it by using only vertex O, that is at what angle is formed. So that point we can write it as an angle O. Okay, this is about an angle. And to measure this angle, we are using the units as a degree. So now it is time to learn about a degree. What is meaning of the degree? Degree means what? If you take one complete circle, one complete circle, this one complete circle, if it is divided into 360 equal parts, if it divides it into 360 equal parts, like a 360 equal parts, if you divide, then each part is known as 1 degree. Each part is known as 1 degree. That means 1 by 360th part of 1 by 360th part of one complete circle is known as an 1 degree. And based on these measurements of degrees, we can classify the angles into different types. Those are acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, and so on. So let us see about the acute angle. What is meant by acute angle? Here, if you see the word acute, let us we can recall it as we can call it as an acute angle. That means acute means what? A small angle. Okay, so an angle whose measures more than the 0 degrees and less than the 90 degrees are known as an acute angle. An angle whose measures more than the 0 degrees and less than the 90 degrees are known as an acute angles. Let us see the examples of these acute angles. Let us take 45 degrees, 30 degrees, 16 degrees, like 48 degrees, even 89 degrees also called as an acute angle. And if you take an angle whose measures exactly 90 degrees, then that angle is known as a right angle. Okay, an angle whose measures exactly 90 degrees is known as a right angle. And next type of angle, that is known as an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is what? An angle whose measures more than the 90 degrees. An angle whose measures more than the 90 degrees and less than the 180 degrees. Less than the 180 degrees. Like 91 degrees and 120 degrees, 160 degrees. Likewise, these are the known as an examples of obtuse angle. Next type of angle, that is about straight angle. Straight angle. What is straight angle? An angle whose measures exactly equals to 180 degrees is known as an straight angle. Next one is what? Reflex angle. Next type is what? Reflex angle. Reflex angle is what? An angle whose measures more than the 180 degrees, less than the 360 degrees is known as a reflex angle. More than the 180 degrees and less than the 360 degrees are known as a reflex angle. And last, that is known as one complete angle. Complete an angle whose measures exactly 360 degrees, that is known as a complete angle. And one more angle that we need to discuss, zero angle. Zero angle means what? An angle whose measures exactly 0 degrees is known as a zero angle. These are the types of an angles. Okay, let us recall the definition of degree. Degree means what? 1 by 360 part of one complete circle is known as the degree. Based on measurements of degrees, we classify the angles into different types that are acute angle. Acute angle means what? An angle whose measures more than the 0 degrees and less than the 90 degrees. And next one is what? Right angle. An angle whose measures exactly 90 degrees is known as a right angle. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means what? An angle whose measures more than the 90 and less than the 180 is known as an obtuse angle triangle. And the next one is what? Straight angle. Straight angle means what? An angle whose measures exactly 180 degrees is known as a straight angle. And reflex angle, more than the 180, less than the 360 is known as a reflex angle. Complete angle. Complete angle means what? An angle whose measures exactly 0 degrees is known as a complete angle. These are the types of an angles. Okay, this is about the degree and types of an angles. Now let us see the next concept. What is our next concept in this? Those are, that is intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Okay, intersecting lines means what? If two lines are having at least one point in common, then those two lines are known as intersecting lines. These two lines are known as intersecting lines. Let us take this line L and this is line M. These two lines are having a common point A, so then these two lines are known as intersecting lines. And if you see line P and line Q, these two lines also not having any common point to be appear. To see these two lines are not having any common point, so we cannot say these are non-intersecting lines, because though we have discussed that a definition of lines, the lines means what? The lines are which extends endlessly on the both directions. So as of now they don't have any intersecting point here, but if you extend these two lines, they may meet at one point. By seeing this here, if you see the difference, the distance between them is not being stable, that means they may meet at one point on extending them. So these also called as intersecting lines. Okay, then non-intersecting lines means what? Non-intersecting lines means what? The lines which do not meet each other. The lines which do not meet each other, even extends endlessly on the both sides, then those lines are known as the parallel lines. Okay, the two lines are said to be parallel if they do not have any common point, even if you extend them endlessly on the both sides. That means here line L and line M, if you see this, to see they don't have any common points, and even if you extend them endlessly on the both sides, they won't meet each other. So such lines are known as parallel lines. Such lines are known as parallel lines. Okay, this is about parallel lines and intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Next, concurrent lines. What is meant by concurrent lines? If you take the two lines are having one point in common, then this point is known as a point of intersection, and these two lines are known as intersecting lines. And if you take two or more than the two lines, like this, line L, M, N, like P. So here more than the two lines are having one point in common, then these lines are known as concurrent lines. Two or more than the lines are having a common point, then those lines are known as concurrent lines. That point which is in common to these all the lines, that is known as point of concurrency. Point of concurrency. Okay, this is about basics regarding this geometry.